Hello everyone, thanks for joining me for another one of my videos. First day of the new year. Happy New Year to one and all. I hope you had a good Christmas and looking forward to whatever 2025 has in store for us. On the music front, it should be the year when I really start to dismantle my collection. Yeah, I've got to work out the best way of doing it, but basically a lot of it will need to go. So by this time next year, for the end of the year anyway, hopefully we'll have a bit more space in the in the house, and whether there's any more money in the bank, we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, so where we left off last time on the Yes was we'd done the 90s, which brought us to the ladder, basically, so from the ladder we're now moving forward, just see how far we get now, because things get very disruptive and all sorts of strange releases start to happen. These are probably not going to be in the right order, that's all I'd say on this, but I'll try and do it as best I can in terms of release order, but they're probably all out. So the first thing to show, on the back of the ladder tour, they brought out a live DVD recorded at the House of Blues in Las Vegas. Is it Las Vegas? I think it's Las Vegas. And this was the vinyl that came out sometime later than the original video and DVD and CD. So this was music on vinyl. Brought this out in, it says 2000. I suspect it was later than that. But if it was 2000, then we're bang in order, aren't we, on this? And it's a really nice double album. I think it's black vinyl, but when you look at the tracks they did on the tour, Yours Is No Disgrace, Time and a Word, Perpetual Change, And You and I, Awaken, I mean, some great stuff there. Inside, nothing, no inserts or anything. Oh, it's a triple, isn't it? Of course it's a triple, not a double, and it is just black vinyl. But yeah, worth having. Beautiful cover artwork, and I love that butterfly, and that became the theme for the Masterworks tour, which they did in America in 2000. Nothing to do with this tour. I actually went over and saw a couple of shows thanks to some friends at the time. We flew over, had a really interesting 3 or 4 days, I think it was, but that's another story because there's no vinyl in relation to that. But this was a nice souvenir, nice live recording, and the video was pretty good. So then the next studio album, Magnification. So again, these are vinyl pressings that came out much later. At this period, things are only coming out in CD format, really. So this was 2013. Sirena Records again brought this out. And the original album came out in 2001, and a sticker saying limited edition coloured vinyl. I think it was purple vinyl, if I remember rightly. So it's a double album with side 4 just blank, so it's a 3-sided double album. Get lyrics on the inside. Nice quality sleeve, and yeah, lovely purple vinyl, opaque, with Magnification labels. Now, a few words about Magnification. That's the third side, and then the fourth side, it's not etched or anything, they just give you a Sirena label, it's just blank. So yeah, Magnification. We had Igor Koroshev covering the keyboards for the Ladder and Open Your Eyes tour, I suppose. And I thought he did okay. And I met him when we went to the States for the Masterworks tour. And he seemed a coolish young guy. But anyway, he obviously didn't hang around for whatever reason. He went, and so they were left again without a keyboard player, hence Magnification was done with an orchestra. So I think it's got some pretty strong material on it, but also quite a lot of material that I never play. So for me, I don't like Spirit of Survival. Something about it, I don't like it. I hate Don't Go. Magnification is okay, quite like that. Give Love Each Day is okay, a bit repetitive. Can You Imagine, Chris Squire song with him on vocals, okay. Really, Dreamtime and In the Presence Of, I would say, are the two tracks for me that sort of stand out. But I'd say 50% is good. But there's stuff on there that I really don't like. But anyway, they obviously did a tour, and the tour was quite amazing. They played some fantastic stuff on the tour. The next one I've got on vinyl is the Symphonic Live. So again, the DVD was fantastic. The concert was fantastic. Symphonic versions of, orchestral versions of Gates and Close to the Edge. So the tour was fantastic. The vinyl has Close to the Edge, Long Distance, Don't Go, Starship Trooper, And You and I've Seen All Good People, Owner and Roundabout. So it's much curtailed, but it is, I think it's the only vinyl release that they've done of it. I think there's been another, so it's only a double. And again, it's 180 gram black vinyl, I think. And it's interesting that they they bring back the proper Yes logo and kind of have some interesting graphics to go with it, because Roger Dean's nowhere to be seen again for the Magnification project. Just on the date line, the original release for the Symphonic Live CD and DVD was 2002, and this vinyl came out in 2009 on Music on Vinyl. So again, this weird sculpture. And track listings, don't think there's any inner sleeves, and just black vinyl. So again, at this stage we're trying to sort of keep on top of every vinyl release, retrospective or new projects, but after a while, you know, as you've seen, I don't have all the latest sort of coloured vinyl reissues. There's just too many of them, really. So that's Symphonic Live. Great tour, good recording, Nice sleeve. Gotta have it really. So the next thing I've got here is Beyond and Before, BBC recordings 1969-1970. Again, this is music on vinyl, so they brought this out. This was 2011, and I think this had previously come out a couple of years earlier, and I think I might have the other versions, but fantastic cover. So that's beautiful sleeve, not a gatefold, and it's just a double album in black vinyl, I think. I won't open it because the seal's a bit tight, but it's basically 180 gram double vinyl, and I've got next. This is the limited edition splatter vinyl on Purple Pyramid, so it's effectively the same LP as that. They've used the more common cover photo, different back to the other one, and this is a gatefold sleeve, so I'll show you this. I don't know how many of these were made, doesn't say, it's not numbered, but so that's the inside. So there is blurb. Peter Banks did the blurb on it. Oh yes, so they do your nice inner sleeves. Nice early picture. Track listings there. And the vinyl. Really super. Coloured vinyl collector. So as I say, that's a double. I'll just show you the other ones. It's pretty much the same, I think. Different in the sleeve. So that's the general blurb. That's by Ian Rowe, 1997. Actually, this is a much prettier disc. And that side's really, really nice. How gorgeous is that? So, quickly have a compare the track listing. Slightly different. I might be just different order, to be honest. The trouble with the quality sleeves is that they're that little bit bigger and they're tighter fit in the poly bags. And then the third one is, so you can see the sleeve. Here's another version, this time this one's called Something's Coming. And this is on the Get Back label, made in Italy. So that's the front, that's the back. So, that's the same writing by Ian Rowe. The inside's the same as the other one. Thinner sleeve, this one. And yeah, slightly boring label, black vinyl. So The only real difference is the title. Oh, and yeah, so this one comes with a 7-inch single of For Everyone. Is that black vinyl or is it coloured? Yeah, it's just black vinyl. So that's the free single that comes with it. So the others give you that track on the actual album, but this one comes as a separate free single. So bit of a muchness really, but I think these were coming out at a time when there was not a lot of interesting guest stuff coming out. So there's my 3 versions on vinyl of the BBC Sessions releases. Okay, so basically at this time, yes, we're in a bit of a hiatus. The whole thing broke up again after Magnification, and there were no more studio albums for years. What we did get was the band reformed and went out on stage to do a tour. And this was when Benoit David joined them, and Oliver Wakeman joined them on keyboards. So this is the next one that's on my shelf, which is Live from Lyon in the Present, and it's a beautiful triple live album. 2009 was this? Yeah. So I think, was the tour 2008 or the tour 2009? Can't remember. But anyway, we're given this beautiful trifold sleeve. Roger Dean back in the fold. Got to try and get the fans back on board. And the tour was really good. I really enjoyed it. Benoit David was just a bit of freshness. He was living it up, wasn't he? And I love Oliver Wakeman's keyboard playing on the tour. Really, really good. And you just got great Yes music. No new material, but so there we go. We're up to 2009. So we're coming to the end of that decade. So basically, after the tour, the band that were working on the tour wrote some music together, and this is what emerged, which was Fly From Here. You got it in various formats. This is the box set, which I just adored. BS logo. Absolutely loved that. And then the cover painting for the actual LP is on the back. So I won't bother getting all this out, but basically this came out in 2011. So this includes the CD of the album, bonus CD with documentary on making of the Fly From Here video, which was naff. And then you've got a vinyl, t-shirt, poster, sticker, and a lithograph. So obviously, basically, Fly From Here was a track that they originally did in the 80s with Trevor Horn and Jeff Downes. And so basically at this stage Jeff Downes has rejoined, and so they were able to use this track and basically work on it to make it into a suite, a kind of full one-side epic, if you like. I really like it, and again, I love the tour. So Fly From Here, it's kind of bringing an end to another era really, before we move on to the next stage. which is kind of the current situation. And to me that kind of is really the last great album. I'd say it's nearly great. The other tracks on there are really good. There's very little filler on it. And yeah, so there we were. So it was a very, very strange, confused time. Constant changes in lineup, lots of gaps, tours here and there. Really, really strange. But amongst the whole period, we're going from 2000 to 2014. We had quite a few great shows to go and see, and the Yes name was being sustained, I think, in a fairly honest way, despite the fact that Anderson is now persona non grata. The story of why that is a bigger story for this video, but anyway, just to cover that period, and then say the next one we'll move into the last few things that have happened with the subsequent lineup to bring us to pretty much where we are today. And then we've got sort of laser discs and Yes related stuff as we carry on. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.